Shalom, family, Messiah Yeshua. Shalom to the worldwide YouTube and social media community. This your beloved brother ShaulYisrael, come back again with another Yahweh-inspired message. I'll be reading from the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and starting at verse 31. Matthew 25, and starting at verse 31, and I read, When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the Seraphim Melachim with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divides the sheep from the goats. He shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, you blessed of my Abba, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungry, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. Naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Master, when saw we you and hungered, and fed you, or thirsty, and gave you drink? When saw we you a stranger, and took you in, or naked, and clothed you? Or when saw we you sick, or in prison, and came unto you? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, insomuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these, my brother, you have done it unto me. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, you cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his Melachim. For I was hungry, and you gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you took me not in. Naked, and you clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, you visit me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Master, when saw we you in hunger, or thirst, or strange, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto you? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you did not to one of the least of these, you did not to me. And these shall go away to everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal. I read that to say this. It is the mandate of Shamayim. It is the mandate, the ordained will of our Yahweh, for us, the assembly Yahweh, to support the least of these among the brotherhood and sisterhood. It is our obligation to support the least of these of the brotherhood and sisterhood. In these hard times, that mandate is more and more apparent and clear. We are to support the least of these, our brethren. Don't forget that mandate. But what you do unto the least of these, you're doing unto our soon coming King Yeshua HaMashiach. And what you do unto Yeshua HaMashiach, you do unto his Father, our Yahweh. So the mandate of Shamayim is for us to support the least of these, my brethren. And the least of these consists of the ministry, the widow, the poor, and the orphan. Remember, the least of these consists of the ministry, those of us who are charged by Yahweh to preach and teach the word, the poor, those who have fallen on hard times, the widow, those who are widows indeed, and the orphan. Those are the least of these, according to the scripture. And it is the mandate of Shamayim for us to support the least of these, my brethren. So, my beloved brethren, let Yahweh lead you. You submit yourself to the Spirit of the living El Yahweh. And let him lead you how to give, how much to give, and how often to give. For it's written in 2 Corinthians chapter 16, in verse 1. Now concerning the collection for the satisfied ones, as I've given order to the assemblies of Galatia, even so do you. Upon the first day of the week, let every one of you lay by him a store, as Yahweh has prospered him. So judge yourself as how Yahweh has prospered you, and you give accordingly. You let Yahweh lead you as how much to give, how often to give. It's written in 2 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 7. Every man according as he purposes in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for Yahweh loves a cheerful giver. So my beloved brethren, is the mandate of Shamayim for us, the assembly of Yahweh, the Yisrael redeemed, to support the least of these, my brethren. And the least of these consists of the ministry, the poor, the widow, the orphan. This is the mandate, the obligation of Shamayim. What you do unto the least of these, you do unto Abba Yahweh. If you disrespect the least of these, if you mock the least of these, if you mock, if you hate the least of these, then you hate our soon coming King Yeshua of Nazareth. You hate Abba Yahweh. And if you hate them, then you will not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Being straight up. If you hate the least of these, then you hate our King Yeshua HaMashiach. You hate Abba Yahweh. And you hate them, then you will not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Then you know where you're going. Then you shall suffer for eternity in the lake of fire with birds, fire, and brimstone. So it's the mandate of Shamayim for us to support the least of these. I pray Yahweh grant an understanding to whoso will, and grant you wisdom, the strength, the fortitude to support faithfully the least of these. I pray Yahweh for granting me an understanding, for directing me to speak forth his word of truth. Thank Yahweh for his faithful support, provision, and favor. I give his name glory, honor, and praise. In the name of his beloved Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, so be it, so be it. Shalom.